Hi there and welcome to my channel. I'm Jennifer. This is A Country Life. It is the opening day of the gun deer season in Wisconsin, and we are just preparing food for the after the first day hunt supper. So our cousin, he always brings 2 tater tot casseroles, a mastacholi salad, and then he also said that he brought like one of those bag Caesar salad mixes because he was like, well, maybe not everybody wants a pasta salad. So we already have that going. Yes, Maria.
Did you say Caesar salad?
I did say Caesar salad. I did say
Can I
Caesar
eat
salad.
all of it?
Well, we'll see. But what happens is that even 2 tater tot casseroles is most likely not going to be enough. I never know who is actually going to stay after the hunt and who is going to go home and eat at their place. I just don't know. So I want to be totally prepared. So first off, what I have going, what are you looking for, Emily?
I'm looking for a stick of butter so I can measure 1/3 of the butter.
There should be butter down there towards the back.
Oh, it's right here.
I am going to be making some chicken Tetrazini without mushrooms because I don't have them. I would actually put them in today if I had them, but I don't have them. So anyway, chicken Tetrazini. In college, one of the foods that they had at the food service was called turkey Tetrazini. We always called it turkey tet. Oh, it's Thursday night. It's turkey tet night. So anyway, if you went to UWSP, maybe you know about that or can remember that. I don't even remember if it was good or bad, but I'm not going to season this chicken at all. I have a little bit of water in here. 4 chicken thighs. Set it to poultry, and that's it. It'll be done. It's totally thawed. I just want to have a little extra chicken for the chicken Tetrazini that I'm making. This is the picture out of, I'm still kind of working through this book I got from the library, Southern Living, Christmas in the Kitchen. There's been some good recipes in this cookbook for sure. And this is where the muffins came from too. Yes, Maria. They're very good. So here's the chicken Tetrazini recipe. Let's see if I can show that to you. There's the left and the right. Also, I've got Emily here, and she is working on making, what are you making?
Peanut butter swirl bars.
Oh yeah, peanut butter swirl bars. Just simple, just a classic, right? This is a classic. Been making these for like 27 years or something like that. Everybody loves them. Warren actually asked for them the other day, and I said, well, didn't I just make them during harvest? He's like, yeah, that was like a month ago. So he was ready for those again, so that's going to be one of the desserts for tonight.
You know, sometimes you get like you get used to things that you'll do at home. Yeah. So you're like, oh yeah, that's really fine. And then you get someplace else, you're like, ooh, maybe they don't want to do that.
Should I do that?
You're like, I don't know if that's allowed. Take the knife and we're going to just swirl back and forth, mixing in the chocolate chips that have gotten nice and melty into the soft dough or soft cookie mixture. And then we kind of just do that. You got a pretty little swirl. I'm going to swirl over here.
Pretty.
Yeah, look how pretty
I love
those
it.
are.
And then they're going to go in the oven for how long?
I would have to look at the recipe again.
Okay, we got to deal with this timer.
20 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes.
My water is boiling for the spaghetti, and that is going to be for the chicken Tetrazini. So next up, Emily and I are going to make some cocoa mix. This morning we were out of cocoa, like the hot chocolate mix, you know, the powder, and both Peter and then our niece both wanted hot chocolate. So we ended up having to make like some hot chocolate kind of from scratch and on the stove and whatever. We got it done, but you know, that's not really what you want to be doing at like say 5:30 a.m. So we're going to be putting together some dry mix here. And I have adapted, this is Phil's famous hot cocoa recipe. I have adapted this recipe to use dry milk. Why did all the lights just flicker? That's weird. So I'm going to add 1/3 cup of cocoa powder, 1/2 cup of regular granulated sugar, a pinch of salt, and then I will add in 1 2/3 cup of dry milk powder, along with 3/4 teaspoon of vanilla, of powdered vanilla also. get all that mixed up. And then what you can do is you can just add water and a little bit of milk. Use this. Good.
Mom said she was gonna make those.
And stir.
All right, stir slow.
Yep. Yep, stir in circles. I think this is right, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it's right.
Stir, 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 stir.
So everything is mixed in with the hot chocolate, and here's what works really well. And I made some notes here from last time. What works really well is to use 1.5 tablespoons of as hot of water as you can, that you can get out of your tap, or you can bring some water to a boil, but 1.5 tablespoons is kind of a weird amount. And then 3 tablespoons of the cocoa mix, and mix that till it makes kind of a slurry, and then add in 1 cup of milk, and then you can either microwave it or you can have hot milk. Maybe you warm the milk on the stove. That works too. Or you can always just do all water. Water works too. But if you want it really super creamy, this is what you want to do. So this is our mix, and we're going to get that into our glass jar. And then there's another thing marked off the list for today. I just about burnt the butter. Good thing I had Emily, but she reminded me that brown butter is the thing right now. Yep. And I did actually earmark a recipe in here that is, it's called fresh apple cake with brown butter frosting. So we almost could have made that.
It's becoming the thing because they've noticed a lot of people get sidetracked, and they're like, we gotta start using this burnt butter we got.
Exactly. Oh.
All right, well, we'll be ready for the flour.
Okay.
Quickly. I just have a little bit left.
I think it's a 1/2 cup of flour. Yes. Okay, so she's gonna whisk in. Is it ready?
Yeah.
Or the whisk. Either one. Whatever one works. Everything's happening at once. There's that. Do you want this turned down? There we go. I turned it down for you.
Okay. I was gonna say this flour's gonna start.
Oh, these are totally done. Stand back. And the peanut butter swirl bars are done. We're just gonna set those on top of the noodles. So for the chicken tetrazzini, we just have to make a roux with some butter, flour, and then milk. I was supposed to have some dry white wine, but I just didn't have any, only sweet white wine. So I just added a little bit of water. And then in a minute, we're going to add a couple tablespoons of these chicken bouillon granules, as well as 1 teaspoon of seasoned pepper and Parmesan cheese. So what I did, rather than, even though the recipe does say to mix everything together, I guess it just worked out for space-wise for us to dump in the noodles, and then I layered all the chicken on top, and now we're going to get the sauce poured over, and then I'll put the almonds on top. So here are the tater tot casseroles that our cousin brings every year. It used to be only 1, and now it has gone to 2, and he brought the cream of mushroom soup as well as the evaporated milk. And then what I do is I just mix this all together, pour it over. I usually add a little seasoned salt to the top, and we just get these in the oven to bake at 350 degrees. I'm going to get them in. It's already 4:20, and so the hunters will be coming out of the woods by 5 most likely. And then depending on deer situations, if they have to go and get, like people who are walking or whatever, they might have to go and grab a UTV or a truck and go and get a deer if they got one. We only know of a couple deer shot so far. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it all turns out. It's exciting. And here are the peanut butter swirl bars. They just look so delicious. Now this is the part of the video where if you're not into deer hunting or seeing dead deer, you're going to want to fast forward a little bit until we get back to serving up supper tonight.
Just tie my
Yeah. So whatever you.
So like this, and then
Probably double knot it.
like that.
Yeah, just double knot it. It's fine.
As long as it stays, Tony, it's okay.
Yeah, as long as it stays, it doesn't
I don't know
matter.
if that's
Why this noose isn't-
Well, it's
Well,
going
what'll
to.
happen is it'll get a bunch of tension on it from the deer hanging, and
Alright.
then
And then
it'll.
once the head is all the way, like all the way up by the pulley,
Where it hits
then,
it.
yeah, then you'll pull it over, and you're gonna wrap around like tight,
Okay.
like around the post.
Alright. I'm glad we're doing this before everybody else shows up. Rookies.
The noose isn't loose.
Let
Okay, let me think
Hey,
about
this
this.
is guys, this is team building.
Someone knows what they're doing. Just relax.
Well, I don't think she does.
You wrap it through.
Yeah. So wrap it through. There you go.
This is cool, buddy.
And then, but like you're gonna want to make it now go through there.
Yeah.
This feels good.
Yeah, that's.
Okay, and you're hanging nicely.
Yes.
Okay.
2 more, team.
All right, good job, guys.